Oh, should I give people words too? Apparently, Ver called me a cutie pie. I'm gonna be talking to him about that. I'm gonna be asking him about that. Apparently, Zeal's called me Ernest. Okay, I wish I would have thought about this beforehand because I feel like it's got to be good and it's got to be different. I'll do the same order as before. I'll do debut order. I think Shu is a really good time. I had a lot of fun anytime I was talking to Shu because whenever I'm in a group, I tend to float from person to person, especially if I sense that somebody's kind of on their own. I'll kind of drift around. And anytime it was like me and Shu, I was having a really, really good time. I want to hang out with him more. So yeah, I will say that Shu is fun. That's the word I'll give him. He's very fun. Uki is very comfy. Comfy is the vibe. Comforting maybe is a better word. Similarly, like, if I sense that Uki was on their own, I'd go up and chill with them for a bit. Any of our conversations, it was just very, very chill. I felt very at peace. And also, anytime I was due to get lost, I felt very safe having them as a navigator. And whenever, oh, it's so funny remembering in retrospect too. Whenever we would split up that second night to go our separate ways and find our ways home, I remember when everybody was about to split up, Uki like locked eyes with me and didn't say anything. They just kept looking at me. And I was like, do you want to help me find my way home? And they were like, because they knew I was going to get lost. And by that point, it's really dark, which makes it even scarier to get lost. So I felt very protected. I felt very safe. I felt very comfy. Lo and behold, they did point me in the right direction. And the thing that I was going to do was not the right direction. So I almost got lost at night. So they saved my life, potentially. Yeah, I will say comforting is the word I'll lock in for Uki. And then Ver, I think I will say sweet. I will call him sweet. Sweet is the word that I will use. I think he had a very reassuring presence in some of the longer conversations that happened over things like dinner. I think he just had a very sweet and reassuring vibe, and one that is born, I think, of experience and wisdom. Do you know what I mean? It's that kind of presence and that kind of presence, that kind of, I don't know, I'm trying to think of better words, but it's that kind of feeling being around him where you know you're in good hands and you know this guy knows what he's talking about. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'll say sweet. I felt good talking to him. It was nice. And then Zeal, I think with Zeal is that I have a bit more of a pre-established impression of him because it's not the first time, right? So I'm having a bit of a harder time finding the right words because I want to lock it in on just one, Historic, no. That's his fashion. I'm talking about vibe. He is historic, but that's different. That's not what we're talking about. Think. It almost feels wrong to encapsulate him in just one word. And I also had, like I said, I had a very split experience with him because he's like one person in a large group and another person when you're just on your own with him in a smaller group. Yeah, I guess chill would be the best word in either case. Because, he's more talkative when you have him in a group of 2 or 3, but he's still very chill in that setting, right? And then when he's in a larger group of 4+, he's chill, but in a quieter, more of like a listener observer way. Casanova. I don't know if I'd call him a Casanova, but whatever you think. I would not call him a Casanova, personally. I would call him chill. I'd call him chill. He's very chill. He's just vibing. I think Zeal, to me, has the vibe of like a cartoon frog that just sits like this. You know what I mean? Zeal's the kind of person where you can have a good dialogue. And honestly, whenever we're alone, we're talking the entire time. And it's actually a big problem. Because there will be times where we're like, oh, I'm free for an hour. And then I have to go to bed. Or then I have to start this thing. And then we're talking for 5 hours because the dialogue doesn't die. But I think he's also the kind of person that you can just kind of sit with quietly, And that extends to his presence in a group setting, in the flesh. He's just chill. I think chill is the word that I'll use.